At first, I thought the show sucked, but by the end of it, I was looking forward to more. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Twisted Metal. It's a Peacock show. It's 10 episodes. They are about 30 minutes each. The show stars Anthony Mackie, Stephanie Beatrice. She's the voice of Maribel and Encanto, and she's also on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Samoa Joe and Will Arnett. Samoa Joe plays Sweet Tooth, but Will Arnett voices Sweet Tooth, and it works. I don't know the year that this show takes place, but 20 years ago, this bug takes out the internet and everything just goes to hell. So cities start building walls and they kick all the criminals out on the outside. So it's kind of hectic out there. We follow Mackie's character, John Doe. He's what they call a milkman. He's a delivery guy. And he delivers things from cities around California and he gets rewarded for it. So we see him deliver this big box to this one group, and it's like dog food that they're going to eat later, and they give him like windshield wipers, and he's so excited. So sometimes he gets windshield wipers, sometimes he gets gas. Another place gave him a gun, but eventually he comes across New San Francisco, and the lady in charge, she's like, I need you to do this job, but it's in Chicago. And he's like, that's pretty far and it's really dangerous, but she bribes him and say that he could live in the city if he makes the run. So he's like, all right, cool. And when he does that, that's when he comes across all the weird characters that's in the show. The show is a comedy first. It's definitely a comedy, and action is second. If you play Twisted Metal, the game that it's based on, and that's what you're expecting, you're going to be disappointed because it's not a lot of car destruction early on. You might see one car get destroyed or something, and you have like these people outside that's trying to rob whoever's making the delivery, but it's not action based. It's comedy first. The best thing about the show, Sweet Tooth, easily. Whenever he's on screen, it's a lot of fun. He's not well up top, I would say, and he kills a lot of people. His best friend is a paper bag named Harold. That's how crazy he is. But he likes to joke around, and sometimes he can be killing people, but he wants people to cheer him on. Like he's stationed out in Vegas, but he always wants to put on a show for the people. Whenever he's on screen, I enjoyed it. I thought Will Arnett did a great job with the voice, and Samoa Joe is a big, imposing guy, so it just works. Mackie's character, he is in love with his car, Evelyn. That's like the only friend he's had. But he comes across this girl, he names her Quiet because she doesn't really say anything at first. And at first they're trying to kill each other. She tries to rob him. Then they try to kill each other, and then eventually they work together and they become partners and they get really close throughout the series, which is cool to see because, you need someone to watch your back out here. You also have Agent Stone. He's the cop. He hires other people to be cops, and he kills people who break the law in this lawless place. And we get backstory on a majority of the characters. We see, like, they have flashbacks to certain episodes, and it does help to understand where each character is coming from. John Doe doesn't know where he comes from. He only remembers getting Evelyn. He was in a car crash and he doesn't remember everything. He doesn't know his family. Quiet lived on the inside in a particular place, but it's not as nice as they make it seem. She was like a slave, and it was a place where if you did something wrong, they would cut off a piece of your body. So she's lost a finger. You see other people, they lost a bunch of toes. You see one guy wearing a necklace full of ears. So it was, everybody had different upbringings. Agent Stone was like this rent-a-cop who nobody took seriously, but then when the world, start falling apart, he went overboard with policing stuff, and he started killing people, and he ruled out of fear. And it was cool seeing everybody's little backstory, and the later episodes have a little bit more action, that destruction you're looking for, and I was enjoying it. By the time it ended, I was like, this is where I wanted the show to be at the beginning, and I was enjoying it. By the 10th episode, I was like, okay. When it ended, I was like, that ended on a really high note, and I'm looking forward to a season 2 if we get that. But go into the show expecting comedy. Don't expect car destruction, and I think you will enjoy it. It's not exactly based everything on the game in terms of like a tournament happening. You do get some Easter eggs and everything from the game if you played the game, but go in expecting comedy. You should be cool. Check it out if you have Peacock. Those are just my thoughts on Twisted Metal. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought about it. Thanks for watching. Thank you for listening.